turns. We're ready!
In the depths of silence, where echoes remain, you are the sunrise, now it's the rain.
Ready!
A collision of souls, opposing and flight.
Alright, in today's video, I'm going to finish out the trailer, which involves finishing the welding on the chassis, getting everything on the bucket tacked together ready for a final weld, sorting the materials for the hitch, figuring out an overall design, and watching my kids' face light up when they take their first ride in the trailer down to the park to play. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and as always, thanks for stopping by, and consider my invitation to come back by subscribing so you don't miss out on what I got planned on building next, or the next adventure out in the trailer and tractor. Are we there?
Was that same old shit in me? Now you're gone, and I'm losing my mind, losing my mind, losing my mind. Now you're gone. Why did you cut me up, bring me out, and leave me high and dry? That kept me alive. I said hold on, you said goodbye. Discard, discard, discard.
Alright, so I'm taking a bigger rod and just kind of goobering it on there, and then I'll take a smaller rod with higher heat and melt all the goobered down into the seam. But this thicker rod is actually getting some metal on there, so it's going to be about the same as the other one. It's solid. It's nice and solid, so the weld's penetrating and all that, and then eventually I'll go ahead and weld up all this that had been riveted, so it's just solid. But it just takes forever, you know. But it'll get there, so I'll probably do a lot of this off camera. This is probably all that I'll go ahead and record on the welding. But then this is the progress on the chassis. It's all ground down, close enough to flush. So I'll do a bunch of welding off camera and get this tub finished up the rest of the way. And then I'll just have to figure out what I'm going to do for a mount. And I talked to the wife. We have a swing that we never use out in our backyard. And I'm going to go ahead and just use the metal from that, I guess, because we was going to throw it out, but we missed the city pickup. So I'll just go ahead and use the metal, tear it down, and store whatever I don't use on this. But I'm thinking that the round tube, it's probably bigger than that, actually. I don't know. We'll see if there's any on there out there that'll fit on it. But yeah, it's getting close. I just got to finish up the welding on the tub and figure out a hitch and brace up underneath the tub on the side. I'm going to do one probably around in here, and one probably around, you know, oh, the tub actually is like way up here, so I could have probably left these ones here because they came out and then just welded something on top. Well, yeah, I probably could have, who knows, but I took them off in the beginning anyways. But my goal was to have this finished up by next weekend so that way I could take it camping, so we'll see if I can make that goal or not. I think I should be able to, so this should be able to be finished up. I just got to figure out the pulleys on the T-bucket, so I'm going to take the T-bucket out and get it on the lift and try and figure out what's going on with it. Maybe hook up a tensioner pulley or something. I think if I hook up a tensioner pulley on the side that has all the slop, then that might do it. So we'll see where it goes from here.
I apologize, I had some copywriting issues, so I just went ahead and fixed it by adding some new music in. Nothing really matches up into this point right here, so sorry about that, but enjoy.
I see nothing in your eyes, and the more I see, the less I like. Is it obvious in my head? I know nothing of your kind, and I won't reveal your evil mind. Is it obvious? I can't win. So sacrifice yourself and let me have what's left. I know that I can find the fire in your eyes. I'm going all the way. Get away, please. You take the breath right out of me. You left the hole where my heart should be. You gotta fight just to make it through. 'Cause I will be the death of you. This will be all over soon. Pour the salt into the open wound. Is it obvious? Let me in. So sacrifice yourself and let me have what's left. I know that I can.
All right, this is what I came up with. The center bar is just in there to kind of line it up, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and use this square bar and cut out that little notch right there and fold that in against the side of it. I'll have to cut these off so that way it sits flush on there, but I think I'm gonna use that. I can't tell if it's actually square or not, but it's close enough, I'd say. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut that out and see how that turns out.
I No, I know that I can make you stay, but where's your heart? But where's your heart? But where's your... And I know there's nothing I can say to change that part, to change that part, to change. So many bright lights that cast a shadow, but can I speak? Well, is it hard understanding I'm incomplete? A life that's so demanding, I get so weak. A love that's so demanding, I can't speak. I am not afraid to keep on living. I am not afraid to walk this world alone. If you stay, I'll be forgiven. Nothing you can say can stop me going home. Can you see my eyes are shining bright? 'Cause I'm out here on the other side of a jet black hotel mirror, and I'm so weak. Is it hard understanding I'm incomplete? Love that's so demanding, I get weak. I am not afraid to...
So I think this is kind of what I'm going to do here. I'm going to go ahead and fix that there. Have that coming up. Make it kind of look like a sleigh. Shucks, I don't think my back tire is going to fit there. I'll have to put my tire on and see how much room I'm going to need. Hopefully I can get my wheel on there. But it's going to be something like that. So we'll see how it all goes together.
If you stay, I'll be forgiven. Nothing you can say can stop me going home. These bright lights are always mine. These bright lights are always mine. I say, I'll see you lying next to me, with words I thought I'd never speak. Awake and unafraid, asleep or dead. 'Cause I see you lying next to me, with words I thought I'd never speak. Awake and unafraid, asleep or dead. 'Cause I see you lying next to me, with words I thought I'd never speak. Awake and unafraid, asleep or dead. 'Cause I see you lying next to me, with words I thought I'd never speak. Awake and unafraid, asleep or dead. So walk this whole day. Nothing you can say can stop me going home.
it all welded up. It's pretty solid. So I think I'll go ahead and use that and put that in between here. I probably should have went ahead and just done it before I welded it all together, because now I'm going to have to slot it and slip it over. And then I'll just go ahead and bolt this onto the tub. So the tub will be bolted onto this. And I don't even think I might go ahead and go through the chassis just that way. You know, it's one more extra measure, but I don't think it'll necessarily need it. You know, I think I got this welded on good enough. I need to go through that weld again. I had to clamp that down and it snapped, so I'll go through that weld and that weld again. All right, it's functional. I just grabbed a couple scrap pieces. Those are actually the mounts that I was saying I might not have wanted to cut off under here. I went ahead and cut them off anyways, and repurposed those for the hitch. So that worked out pretty good. I was thinking about flipping this one over, but I'd have to grind that little lip off, so I just went ahead and done it like that for now. But seeing how much room there is, I'll probably go ahead and flip that over. But yeah, the tractor and the sled is done. Well, not done, but together. So I think the kids are really going to enjoy that. And it's kind of funny, I think I ended up stretching this one by 10 inches, the tub. I stretched the frame, I think, by 12 inches, and I think I stretched the tub by 10, and then I widened this one by 10. So it's quite a bit wider, and this one's quite a bit longer. And I think it's both like about 10 inches. So I'll have to get her out in the daytime, but I still got plenty more I'm going to do to it. I'm going to add a window, like I did on this one, a dash, and hopefully a couple steering wheels. Being that it was a sleigh, I almost thought about just hooking up some reins. So that's an idea. I'm not sure. Yeah, just mount them up here on the on this bar, and then have them draped over to where the kids can grab the reins. I thought that'd be kind of funny. So either steering wheel or the reins. I know my boy would much rather have a steering wheel, but my girl, she would probably like the reins. So maybe I can do one each. I don't know. But yeah, we'll get her out and take her for a test drive soon.
Thanks.
we there?